eyes on the league's best hitter coming into this one, Singy.
Yeah, he's been seeing beach balls up there, Boog. It's reached the point where every at-bat feels like a highlight reel. Truly an elite season, and the stats back it up.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Almost ready to get underway. And today on the hill, Clark Schmidt. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today.
Fouled off. He was late. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. The wind and the pitch. Close one, doesn't get the call. Going to count 1-2.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
And a pop-up on the left side of the infield. Cabrera. And there's one down. Now the Diamondbacks lineup as put together by Torey Lovello. All right, Singy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. First pitch just misses. Schmidt, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. A little bit low, and the count is 2-0.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch to pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
One out, bases empty. Fly ball to right. Judge makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Here's Ketel Marte. Tap foul at the plate. Two out, space is empty. And that skips in the dirt. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on back in the Bronx. Our starter in this one, Brandon Pfaadt.
Yeah, ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Bottom of the first. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball one. Just missed.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Gurriel handles the chance, and there's one down. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. It's Aaron Judge now. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field. Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Now a chance for Jazz Chisholm Jr. Judge leads off first with one away. Right through there for a strike. And a foul ball. The next offering misses. Now 2-2. Man at first, one away. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Ground ball right side, could be two. There's one. Out. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. 0-0 after one from Yankee Stadium. Inning number 2 when we get back on the show. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, digging in, Eugenio Suarez. Suarez launched a homer in his most recent game. Schmidt back to work. Little chopper rolls foul. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. That misses the zone, and the count is 2-2. In the air, out towards right center. Judge is under it. Hauls it in for the out. One down.
Batting fifth, first baseman.
And now it's Josh Naylor. Naylor, a former All-Star, 27 years old, and he was born in Canada. And it's fouled away. Second inning here, no score. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. One down, base is empty. That one misses, and a count 1-2. And the sweeper is off the plate. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Wells hauls it in, 2 away.
Right fielder, Corbin Carroll.
Corbin Carroll swings it now. Good power, and he's homered off some really big names early in his career.
Yeah, Boog, his first home run was against Yu Darvish. He also got to Clayton Kershaw and Max Scherzer shortly after. It's easy to gain confidence when you're having success against the biggest names in the sport.
Inside and that's ball 1. Carroll with a homer in his last game. He swings and fouls one off. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And there's a ball. Two down, nobody on. That one misses, and now it's filled up 3-2. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk, and that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Here's the catcher, Adrian Del Castillo. That one pushed to the left and foul. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And now 2 aboard.
Batting 8, the designated hitter,
Randall Grichuk now. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Chases that one out of the zone. Third out, and that ends the frame.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. base now. So a man on base to start the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Wells. On a line out towards center. McCarthy makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt. Outside. 1-0. And a strike on the outside edge. Stanton, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. In for a strike. And the count 1-2. Line drive, base hit, right center field. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
2 on, 1 out. Oswaldo Cabrera digs in now, and the sweeper misses. Runners at first and second with one gone. Base hit, right field. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with one out.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So bases loaded with one away. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. And there's a strike. One out, base is full. Out front, rip foul. And that one goes straight to the backstop. Tag, and he's out at the plate.
That's really frustrating right there. Should have had plenty of time to move up safely with the ball getting away, but they still threw out the runner.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. One runs in. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline, and he scores.
He went up there and got it with 2 strikes. I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
2 outs, runner on first. And up next for New York, Jason Dominguez. Runner breaks early for second, and a step off. He was caught in between there, and they'll tag him out the baseline, and that will end the inning. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Yankees 2, and the Diamondbacks nothing. Back at Yankee Stadium, out of the third inning, here's the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Right through there for a strike. Well struck left field. That's back there. That one is gone. His first homer of the year, and they're on the board. It's 2-1.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So the batting order turns over. Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And that's in for a strike.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
With the big bat's coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
That one missing inside. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
0-2.
One down, base is empty. In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul. Fly ball center field. Bellinger sizing it up. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Marte in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. But the Diamondbacks do get one back with a homer. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. And we're back. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. And that misses. And it's 1-0. And another ball.
Inside.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And here comes Bellinger. 0 for 1 so far. Thaw with a move to first. And he's back safely. Runner on the go. Ball misses. Throw to second. Out.
2 unsuccessful stolen base attempts tonight, so I think this is where we probably see them change up their plan offensively. The running game just isn't working, and those are costly outs, so they're going to have to string together some hits and change things up a little bit.
So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He was all over that one. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Aaron Judge at the plate. Judge rips that one. Nabs it. Throw over to first. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. It's a double play. So no runs on 2 base hits. No errors, and nobody left on. On to inning number 4. It's the Yankees 2 and the Diamondbacks 1. Back in New York, and now it's going to be Eugenio Suarez. That clips the corner.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
That one clips the outside corner, and that's strike 2.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Here's Josh Naylor. He popped out to the catcher his first time up. That catches the zone for a strike. It's 0-1.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Well struck right field. Judge going back on it. Up against the wall and brings it in.
That's a really nice job right there. Great awareness making the catch up against the wall. You see the perfect technique, feeling for the wall with the bare hand while keeping his eyes on the baseball as it's coming down, his glove in a good position to make the catch. That's exactly how you do it.
Carroll batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is in for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Up and in, 1-2 to count.
Two to count.
Left field. Dominguez turns to the right on the move. Fielding for the wall. Makes the catch and foul ground. Nothing across here this half. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Yankees 2 and the Diamondbacks 1. Back now in the Bronx, John Chavi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Jazz Chisholm Jr. That one off the mark, and that's ball 1. That's a little bit low.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Line drive. Makes the grab. And a quick out, number one. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Pitch misses. Ball one. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That one not close. And that's ball two. This one in the air. Perdomo. He makes the catch, and there's two down.
Now batting, catcher,
Two down, base is empty. Austin Wells getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Pitch misses, and it's 1-2. Got him swinging. Down in order go the Yankees. They lead it 2-1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Schmidt back to work. In there at the knees for a strike. Del Castillo measures 5 feet 10 inches, 25 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2021. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Can't pick it up with the bare hand.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Grichuk in the box now. Takes strike one. Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the fifth. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
One ball.
In the dirt, but kept close. The tag, and got him at second.
Kind of a tough read for the base runner right there. You're usually trying to be aggressive on balls in the dirt, trying to get into scoring position. But if it doesn't get away very far, or you can't tell how far it is, most catchers are going to get to it and throw you out at the base. And right there, excellent job by the catcher. He helps out his pitcher big time.
Just misses. And that's ball two.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they clean things up for the out. And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. He's already homered in this game. Right through there for a strike. Gurriel gets a piece. Two outs. Outside low, and that is ball one. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Tapped softly on the ground. Chisholm to first. That's the third out. Nothing doing for Arizona. They're down 2-1. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now it's going to be Paul Goldschmidt. There's a strike.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out one time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out in front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And the batter now, Oswaldo Cabrera. And that one pulled foul.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
And there's a foul ball. That's inside. And a count 1-2. Way inside. Inside, backs him off again. Line drive, caught, and he's out trying to get back to first. Double play. Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. He drove in two with a single his first time up. Ground ball left side. Toss to Naylor. Inning over. Yanks held in check as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Jake McCarthy.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Outside.
First offering, and it just misses. Right through there for a strike. And downstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
In the air, left field, Dominguez. And it's caught for the out. So digging in, Geraldo Perdomo. 0 for 2 in this one. There's a strike. And that one fouled off. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Yet he beats the throw. He's safe. Ketel Marte up to the plate.
Ball one.
In the dirt.
Counts 1-0.
He's in there.
He's safe.
That's a wild pitch, and the tying run moves into scoring position.
Can't imagine he's too happy with that one on the mound. Just one pitch after giving up the single, he basically turns it into a double.
That's in there, and the count 1-1. Perdomo, the runner at second with one away. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
And Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. And that one fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
See, every time you see me, I got something new.
Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, A.J. Puck.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, one-run game. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. There's the strike. Activity in the bullpen. Brian Thompson up and loosening in the pen. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. On the ground to the left. Tosses to first. One away, bottom of the sixth.
Center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Here's Cody Bellinger. 1 for 2. Rocketed out towards right center. Corrals it. 2 away now.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Here is Aaron Judge.
Yeah, we in go mode. Going. Yeah, we in go mode.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in safely. It's a double and his second hit.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Not even close there. Ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Here comes the judge around third. Now he stops, and he's able to get back into third.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. Swings through that.
0-1's the count.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Judge, the runner at third. Chisholm at first. 2 out of the inning. And fouled off. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. That misses the zone. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just misses there.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Austin Wells waiting to hit for the Yankees. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Judge scores, and it's an RBI single. It's 3-1.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
First and second, 2 outs. Next to hit, Austin Wells. Lifted in the air, right center field. Carroll sizes this one up, and the inning is over. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and this is now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Top of inning number 7. New pitcher for the Yankees, Tim Hill.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
First pitch, and he just misses.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
On the ground. Over to Goldie. That's the first out in the top of the 7th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Carroll in the box again, takes a strike.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
The Yankees holding on to a 2-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. In the air, left field, down the line. That one gets down for a hit.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Now up next for Arizona, Adrian Del Castillo. And that is out of play.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And that's a little bit high. 1-1. Line drive, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Back-to-back base hits. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Now
and here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Tim Hill won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Fernando Cruz.
well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Grichuk
Nope.
up to bat next. Lays off for a
Ball
ball.
one, no strike.
That one missed.
Home plate umpires trying to
Two
tighten
balls,
things up
no
a little
strike.
bit.
Line drive. He hauls it in. 2 away. Here's Gurriel. He's already homered here in this one. That misses
Ball
the
one.
zone, and it's 1-0.
Counts 1-0. That's a ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners
No,
on.
no.
2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Check swing, called strike. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Drops into the glove, and that's the third out. Tidy work out of the Yankee bullpen there. 7th inning stretch time. Yankees 3 and the Diamondbacks 1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Thompson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Paul Goldschmidt down. He's 2 for 2. Splits the plate, and that's strike 1. And that's down and away.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
One now. Out to short, Perdomo. Tosses to first, and they get Goldschmidt for the out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
So up next, Oswaldo Cabrera. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Slider misses outside. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
That one just missing inside. It's 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. He gets there with the slide. Fires to first. What a play. Inning over. 1-2-3 go the Yankees, but they still lead it 3-1. Back in the Bronx, ready to begin the 8th, and now Jake McCarthy. Cruz back to work. Cruz, in his 3rd season, he features a splitter, a 4-seamer, and occasionally uses a cutter. That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
So he's down on just 3 pitches. Watch the first 2 and then chased after the 3rd.
Yeah, not a very good at bat right there, Boog, but that was also some excellent pitching. The 0-0 and 0-1 pitches were both right on the edge of the strike zone, so it's not like he watched 2 cookies go by. Then a great job of expanding and making him chase the 0-2, knowing he would be in protect mode.
Now Geraldo Perdomo. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, puts it away for the out. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
So 2 down now, and here is Ketel Marte. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-0. Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. What a stop. Throw to first, and it beats him. What a play. Diamondbacks down quickly, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Now on the mound for the Diamondbacks, Joe Mantiply. This is his 3rd time out this year. So digging in, Jason Dominguez. And first offering is fouled off. This one popped up. Marte hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Cody Bellinger. 1 for 3. In the air, right field. Carroll. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder.
2 outs, base is empty. Here comes Aaron Judge.
Going, yeah, we in go mode. Going, yeah, we.
And first offering is fouled off.
Ball that's outside.
The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Jordan Montgomery getting ready to go. Judge waits. Ground ball nailer. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they go quietly there. 9th inning coming up. Yankees 3 and the Diamondbacks 1. Back in the Bronx. Devin Williams comes on trying to close it out. A chance at his first save of the year.
Number 38.
And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. And that's
ball
downstairs 2. And outside. And now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fastball for a strike.
The count's full. That's ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Josh Naylor stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. With the tying run at the plate, here at the top of the 9th. Hammered on the line, base hit. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
This is Corbin Carroll. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. Lawler over at second. Naylor at first with no outs. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
In the air on the infield. And the infield fly is called. He's 2 outs away. Del Castillo, the next to hit. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 1 out. Runners at 1st and 2nd. Fastball for a strike at 95. Swings and misses. 1 and 2.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's the 2nd out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Diamondbacks down to their final out. Randall Grichuk stands in now for the Diamondbacks. First pitch misses.
1-0. Hey!
2 on, 2 outs. They're down to their final strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The Diamondbacks down to their final strike. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
2 on, 2 outs.
Ball 2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up.
Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark. You're sleeping in your own bed. You're eating your clubhouse manager's food. Everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
And your final 3-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.